This is Natalie Forsythe's website. Natalie and I met a couple years ago, and her business, her website looked very different. She had a large, thriving group program all about intuitive eating. And she got so tired of the constant marketing required for that large group program. It was one of those evergreen group programs, which means you constantly have to be marketing it to get fresh people in. And she decided to put it aside, go back to grad school, get a psychology degree. Yeah, she's really changed her life since we first wrote this page. So, this is the current incarnation of this page. And it originally was for this group program. And now it's shifted a little, but the parts of this sales page that I love are the same. So I want to walk you through the language of this, and then the visuals have changed. There used to be so many beautiful pictures of just women in joyous community. I do kind of miss that, but she's moving away from the community aspect a little bit. So, the path to food freedom is a great name for the program. I cannot take credit for it. That's the name that I came in to do the copy and it was already there. But I love that it explains the primary benefit of why people want this. They want freedom from thinking about food every second of every day because they've been doing that for decades. And the tagline is mine: heal the cycle of yo yo dieting, binge eating, and body shame. Reclaim your mental energy and time. Live the life you have actually been so hungry for all along. So, this is a long tagline, but what we wanted to do here is really just kind of almost bullet point the biggest benefits of doing this. And this is it. So, the tricky thing is, her people have tried everything. Oh my goodness, they have tried everything for decades. Nothing has worked. They have tried every diet under the sun, and they are so disheartened, they're ready to give up. And that's kind of where you need to be for intuitive eating to work. You have to have gone through everything else to accept that this way is actually the only way that was ever going to work, because there are so many messages coming at you that, oh, this other thing will work. This will work. If you do this, if you just stop doing, right? There's so much noise. So to cut through that noise, we had to do something a little brave. So we started with the biggest benefits, but our audience, they're skeptical. They're like, yeah, all the other things, they promised all this stuff, and it has never worked. They're bitter. And when you're talking to a jaded, bitter audience that has been let down every single time before, you've got to do something different. Okay, so here it is. Benefit, benefit, benefit. Does that sound like I'm promising too much? Yeah, it does. Maybe feeling free from food and body obsession and actually loving yourself and loving your life is so far away from your experience right now that you can't see the road to get there. We are meeting them where they are, exactly where they are. They are skeptical, they are bitter, they have been failed so many times in the past, and we are acknowledging it. And maybe you're having a hard time shaking the maddening hope that this time you'll actually be able to stick to the diet, plan, protocol, tracking app. Sure, you'll spend every waking moment thinking about food, but that's the price you have to pay, right? Shame yourself into losing weight, exercise instead of eat to deal with stress, take care of everyone else first, put yourself last, while living on carrots and celery without losing your mind. So we're inside their heads. This is actually the stories they've been telling themselves for years, because this is what our culture and society tell us to tell ourselves. And it's madness. And we're just bringing that madness to the surface and we are calling it out. It gives me chills. And then we drop. Let me ask you, has any of that ever worked? No, at least not for long. You always end up struggling with unwanted eating and those super painful thoughts about how you failed again. This is the ride you've been on. This is the ride that's been sold to you as the only ride out there. Do you stay on? Get off? Give up? Give in? Keep going around in circles, watching your weight go up and down like it's a damn carousel? Try this for a moment instead. Take the idea of self control and pull it off over your head like a too tight sweater and leave it crumpled on the floor. Shame, guilt, shoulds. KonMari that shit like you're removing all the thongs from your panty drawer. You know they don't bring you joy. Then take willpower, ball it up in your hands, lob it into the air, and drop kick it into the next field. And all of the stories people have told you about what worked for them or what should work for you, different diets or eat less, exercise more, write them down on a piece of paper and burn it. Take a deep breath. What you're feeling right now as you imagine letting go of all that food and body BS is a taste of real freedom. Every time I read that, it gives me chills. I use this as a teaching example in every sales page class that I teach because I love it so much. And it is infused with the spicy, angry, revolutionary attitude of its creator, Natalie. This is so her energy, but to be honest, it's also my energy. It's one of the reasons why we work so well together. But when she let me just go big with this, it's the best. And it gives you chills. If you've been on this journey, it is the most powerful thing for somebody to call all of it out and to give you that emotional release. Sign me up, take my money. Do we even need the rest of the sales page? Just give me the button. And then, of course, we have, okay, here's what we're doing here. Here's what this is about. This is why this is going to be so very different. So the rest of the sales page is explaining why this is different, why this actually works. Then we have the details, book a call. But after that intro, the rest of this is just making sure that the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, that they have enough information to say yes. But really, the emotional decision has been made. So that's Natalie's page. It's quite possibly my favorite sales page ever. And I'm so excited to share it with you.